Doo-doo.
No, that's surprising.
What do you mean?
I took so long just to get on. I'm the first one here.
Yeah, it is surprising.
Okay, well, I don't know. Are we doing this without Chase? Because I have no clue if Chase is playing.
Chase said he was today earlier,
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good.
but he hasn't or looked at it. I mean,
There's Damon.
Hello?
oh,
Hello.
Did you even get Chase?
yeah. I talked to him earlier. He said he would.
Just maybe just give him probably a bit, maybe.
Man, I eat my chicken and fries right now. Yeah, and I started up here.
I text him on Instagram. See if
I
he's.
texted him like a few minutes ago.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick. So BRB.
I'm not gonna keep texting him though, because I don't want to have him. I don't want to spam him by accident.
Why is it so loud?
What? What is my audio? Is my
Yeah,
audio?
I can hear you. That's your phone.
Oh, alright. Sorry. I'm gonna go to his bathroom.
What are you humming? Where's Willow, Damien?
She says she's working on it. She's getting on it right now.
She said she was good to go.
She had to get the password. She had to get her dad to get the password.
Again.
She does. Her family doesn't tell her anything. I don't get told anything about my passwords. Sometimes I'm like, Mama, what's my Xbox password?
Here's what you do. You, punch him in the face.
No. Then I won't have an Xbox.
I don't know. If you would, like, you know, got a job, bought it yourself, moved out of the
What?
house.
I'm not allowed to buy anything about my parents' permission.
It's your own money. They ain't got to say over it.
They do it in my house. And if I do buy something without them knowing, then it's theirs.
That's kind of strange.
Hello, Skins.
Oh.
16.
What?
I
Just
see,
go,
it,
hello,
seems,
skins.
it seems to be the common trope with my characters that they always have a constant AC of 16. Nothing less, nothing high. It's just
That's
16.
sad. That's sad. Fix that.
Well, I
I
mean,
can't.
I've given you guys magic items that would have increased your AC, but...
Wait, I haven't healed yet. Shoot.
I already have the elf one though. I don't need really the other one.
We
However,
Yeah,
if,
that's true. You
if
couldn't
it,
really have done anything with it.
yeah, I probably
Bro, Sean,
saved.
why are you screaming?
Sean, you are way too loud, bro.
We're
Is it-
actually screaming right now.
I don't know why it's so loud. Give me a second.
Turn down your microphone, bro.
And we didn't heal last session, did we? Like at the very end.
Not... I don't think you really had much combat though.
I'm at 45 HP right now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you had some combat, but not much.
Yeah, and I got burned, so yeah, it makes sense.
Am I still loud?
No, you're good
Just
now.
make-
No,
Okay.
it sounds like you're trying to scream, but it sounds like your mic's really far away that
Yeah.
you can't.
Like, a second
Okay.
ago, it sounded like you were eating your microphone and screaming on the top of your
It sounds like
lungs.
this. Hello, hello.
You know the FNAF guy off the phone?
Yeah,
Oh.
it did sound like that. It did kind of sound like that.
Okay. I mean, I still got full HP, full 60 HP.
It's because I got burned.
Sean, you never take damage, bro.
I take some damage.
Rarely.
Mostly traps that I can't see
Who's that?
as well.
Knows why Willow. So
Is Chase
Oh.
coming?
I don't know. I texted him. He didn't answer.
I'm a phone
Okay,
call.
let's not okay, don't spam him, guys. Please.
I phone calling him.
We all three texted him.
I bet his phone dead.
That'd be funny.
Why has like no power? Yo, can you not talk, Willow?
You already said that her throat hurts.
Her voice sounded. It sounded like she got better though. Oh, you
I
can.
know why she won't talk online. She's afraid that the FBI is listening in, and she doesn't want to know that she's
The
back
IRS
from
is still
Mexico
listening
yet.
in.
Yeah, she doesn't want them to like have any evidence that
Okay.
they came back from Mexico, so they can't come to their house.
She. I'm calling him, man.
Did you say you're calling him too?
Well, you already calling him?
I already called him once. He ain't answer.
He's on. He's on. He's on. He's active on Instagram now.
Yeah, probably because we spammed him. Sean
Probably.
said specifically not to do.
I said, yo, getting on, and I said a little bitty boy chasey racy.
We are the most annoying people.
No, not really. I didn't really spam him. I sent him 3 messages.
Yeah, we each sent him a few messages. I sent him 1. You sent him 3. Sean sent him 1. I called him.
That's only 5 messages in a call. That's spamming. In total, yes, it's spamming.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's like if you looked at your phone and you had like 13 messages from your friends
6 notifications in total.
in the space of, that's the thing. It's the space of 10 minutes. That's the thing. He got like a text every minute. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Well, we got a notification every minute.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Sean listening to, bro?
I'm watching TikToks because we're not doing anything right now. Trent, you should pay like $100 just so we don't have to freaking redo the stream every 2 seconds.
Yeah, pay $100 for 200 devices for 1 device.
Is there not like a better deal? Is that all you
No.
can do?
The lowest deal I could find was for 150 devices. So it's meant for school. This is not meant for us. This is meant for school.
Well, we know that.
Yeah. It's designed for schools. Though I don't see why they just didn't use Discord, because it's actively better in almost every way.
The
teachers don't know how to use it. The teachers barely know how to use Zoom.
Yeah, the Discord, plus Discord gave the students way too much freedom, so.
No, it ain't. As a Discord owner, you can literally lock people to the word. They can't even text. All they can do is sit in a voice chat muted. If you wanted to do
that. The teacher would not know how to do that.
It's way simpler than it is on Zoom. Zoom,
No,
you have to click
Zoom
on
is
like
so
participation, or you have to click on security and stuff like that, or like the video options. In Discord, you just go to settings of your Discord server. You go to your Discord server, click on settings, and then just say admin permissions, user permissions, none. You just go through and click them all off. And you do that once, because the actual server owner is the school. You have one server for the entire school. You then have each person's classroom as a voice server, or whatever. This classroom is a voice server. You can join that classroom on whatever period you're supposed to be on. That's...
Well, so we can just use Google Meet.
I don't know, man. That sounds even worse. That sounds even worse, to be honest. You also have to worry about if that app will do the same thing Xbox does, which sounds like I'm freaking a helicopter. Because my microphone broke in on PC on anything but Zoom so far.
On your phone.
Bro, how he still not look at it, though he active on Instagram, man.
To walk to Poland. I mean, it's only 6:15. It's fun.
Yeah, you said 6:30, so.
I'm gonna slap you. Eh, 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 eh.
Ah!
Yes.
I'm bored. I'm getting off of here.
No.
Oh shit, I'm going to sleep.
Alright. I'm out.
I'm gonna try and look up Bop It sound effect.
Why?
Because remember when you stop playing with the Bop It, it would just go, I'm going to bed, or I'm going to sleep.
I never use a Buffett. I've never had one.
Apparently I've looked this up before.
You probably have for an Xbox Party where you just randomly put it in there.
Did you hear it?
No.
No.
Oh, I heard it. I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Did you say trigger treat, but trigger sweep?
I'm going to sleep.
Okay, this is a Trent.
What? I don't know what that is.
That's our intro. That's what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Let's rock. Crazy. The human has been neutralized.
What are you watching?
I tried finding a robot soundboard, and it just showed a video.
All we know is that we just found the intro to our
That's
D&D.
not our intro.
That's our intro now.
Oh, nothing, Miller. Nothing's going on. What's going on?
Okay,
Nothing's going on.
before we start and whatever happens, remember to start recording.
I've
He's
already
already
started.
live streaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already started.
I've had this. Oh, I haven't stopped. I haven't started recording. I do have a setting I need to change, which is where I unlist after the stream ends. Because that is what error. It's not. No, it's retrieve. Yeah, no, they're gonna receive a buffering experience. That's fine. Cause it's wrong. Yeah.
I mean, Trey, I mean, would it be okay if we played without Chase, or no?
I mean, we could. I would just have to run his character, which I do not have the stats for. Like, I
We
don't have
could-
his character.
We can just give him a base of 18 for like strength.
No, he has a 20. He has a
He's
20
a 20
strength.
strength. Yeah, we know what he can do.
I don't know how much HP he has, stuff like that. Like, I don't know when he should go down for a
That's
combat.
also true.
Or we can like give him like rabies as a bear, and he just kind of sits in the corner, starts shaking and like barking or something. I don't know.
Yo, what the?
Cause like I would
Doing that?
like we can play it without him.
We could. I would prefer not, but we could. Okay, it's already fixed.
Ugh.
Poland.
I'm gonna call this man.
Then again, I think this is kind of like last second. We didn't really tell him like what the scheduling was and stuff.
He asked
Fair.
today. He's like, "Are we doing something soon?" Because I didn't know if we were playing Friday. Because I never got like a confirmation text or nothing. So
He literally said okay, like
I know, but he said
I blame
okay
you,
a
Trent.
week beforehand.
Yeah, I blame you for that, Trent.
Well, yeah, but if I message him, it sounds like I'm forcing him to play. He also said that he didn't really feel like doing it Friday either way. So
Okay. Well, I'll be
he was
back.
really conflicted. Today
Alright,
though,
well-
he's like, I wanted to play, or I want to play today or whatever, and I could, yeah. And then I don't know.
All right, well, whatever. If you get him, well, you can't really tell me. I guess I have my phone with me, so I'll be right back.
What?
I'll be right back. This is what I'm just gonna do. Bye.
Something's wrong with his phone. Also, another reason why I said he was active was because of the phone call.
That's fair.
Because I just called him and said he was active after being unactive for 9 minutes. God, Trent, I'm bored. What's your combat? Man, this game sucks.
I want to kill something.
Man, I want William to do something, bro.
William falls over and has a heart attack. He goes into
He
cardiac
probably-
arrest because of the stress of all the fighting he's been doing recently.
Or he, like, dies of, like, heart failure.
That's the same thing, my friend.
No, like, you didn't get it.
Yeah, you can't understand it.
No, you didn't get it because of his heart. It don't
Oh,
beep
yeah.
boop. It don't beep beep. His heart doesn't. His heart doesn't heart. You know?
His heart don't exist, mate.
No. It's there.
No.
It just don't work. Very special detail that hopefully no one heard.
100%. Definitely matters.
Definitely, totally matters about my. Oh, it's a big roleplay thing, but literally nothing else. It's only for roleplay purposes. I'm eating the French fry right now. Listen.
Trent, I blame you, buddy.
What?
I blame you for my addiction on making random characters with like Hero Chronicles or just something random in general.
Because D&D's fun? Or...
No, it's
I
just,
blame you for
like,
making games fun.
it's just to me it's just like I can't speak. Whenever like it's full random, like things can get so interesting. Like you never expect things to happen. Like you're an agent who wants to leave and stuff. Like oh my god, who would have expected this? And you're like super strong and whatever, or you could be like super weak. It's super fun because you never know what you're going to expect.
See, I like building characters to actually just straight up die. So I like the randomness because then I get to play a character for a purposefully short time. And
Trent.
that's about it.
Next character you ever play, Trent, make it a goblin and name him Boba. And
Okay, to be fair, I've done a
if-
lot of like miniature crazy characters already.
no, you haven't played a goblin though.
No, I
Has a-
played a guy who was a halfling who was pretending to be a kobold
No,
to hide
No,
his identity.
Trent, what I'm asking for here is I want you to become a goblin named Boba, who dies like Yoda, and is
How
like
did Yoda
Yoda.
die? I can't remember.
But
Yeah, but
There's there's something like that.
That's pretty much it.
Hold on.
sure.
It's like. I was right.
be wise old goblin and dies a session later because it's like he's too old to go carry on. He's like 60 years
Well,
old.
I mean, Yeah. I want to build a character that lasts a little bit. Like, you get to know the character a little bit, and they get killed for story reasons, more or less.
Yoda.
Because,
Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda, you're the widest, great,
That's
best
literally
guy.
Yoda.
cause,
That was
like,
literally.
Eskar, his whole thing was, by the end of Strahd, because we were supposed to play Strahd for, like, the 10 levels it allowed, and then we were going to do a campaign after Strahd with those same characters.
And
So,
again, like,
I was gonna have
Strahd-
Eskar freaking kill himself at the end, like, this was my goal. I protected this world, and I am unnatural because he made me unnatural, and kill himself by jumping off the top of the thing or some garbage.
God bless, bro.
I just start freaking seeing the Kratos meme that's been going around. It's like, da-da-da. I don't know. I forgot what
Oh
song.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where he just jumps off into like Tartarus or some garbage. I don't even know what he's
Yeah.
doing. I haven't played that game.
Is just imagine just him doing that, like this big orc just falling down with a straight face.
Danny would become depressed. Eskar was a father figure to him.
As much as
Well,
Connor's character didn't like that, it
Well,
tried to
Strahd-
make you hate me.
Strahd was too chaotic anyway. I mean, I would like to do
I
a
loved
reset.
it. I love the chaos.
Okay, this game is just as revolving door as that game was.
fair.
No, not this one. No, this one has been way better because there hasn't been a switch of DMs.
No,
That's-
Trent, it's chaotic. This game's chaotic, but it makes sense.
Yeah, because I work it in that
Yeah.
in Strahd. It was just like this guy appears, he leaves. This guy appears, he leaves. Instead of that, I was like, okay, they appear because now that you no longer have Oscar and no longer have a directive, you are going to search for work. You then find this other troop who is hiring people. You take a job there. Or for Chase, this is a guide to an extremely dangerous location. He knows very slightly more than you about it, but also happens to be able to survive because he's a bear.
And then Willow.
And Willow, yeah, she was the least made sense, but she was under attack by a dragon. And you just were just there at the right time.
And we just killed that dragon.
It made a little bit of sense because I do expect the Kreen going to Isocross sometimes. Well,
I mean, even in the campaign
it's very-
too, they have a base that was the exact base Matthew described.
It's just very coincidental.
Yeah.
We have impeccable timing, both bad and good.
That is also true. Sometimes you guys are really screwed over by timing because D&D campaign.
Either screwed over by timing or we've gotten so incredibly lucky that even Trent doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's what, like, in the second campaign that we're doing, the whole purpose that I think of it is going to be explore. Like, this has already been like a month and a half almost that you guys have been in Isocross. So the whole idea is going to be that you're exploring what happens while you guys are not in a place, because those characters are in a place. So they're just going to like be following behind you to be like, okay, this is what happened in here while you're not there.
What's Chase doing like exactly 6:30 because you told him 6:30?
I ain't tell him 6:30. I said 6.
Well, you said 6:30 on the message on the.
And then he said never mind after Willow said she was okay with it. Also, Willow, you still here?
Maybe.
She unmuted, but then I don't think we can. Technical difficulties.
Willow. No, we can't.
What?
She texted us saying, "Can you not hear me?"
Make sure your mic, or make sure both of your volumes are unmuted. Or audios, or whatever.
Can you hear me now?
There you
Yep,
are.
there you are.
Yay.
Okay.
We're learning.
Yeah.
So, at what point are you guys wanting to start without Chase?
6:40.
Because there's really no excuse today. He
Uh,
had time to be on.
Let's say either 6:35 or 6:40, depending what everybody else wants.
6:40 sounds enough time. That's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Quick, do something funny for the viewers at home.
Gay joke.
Did you say gay joke?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
that's usually what I do.
Man, that's hilarious.
Hey, if we don't have Chase's reroll, just say at the beginning of battle, like Chase just gets pummeled.
Make a goblin and name him Boba.
What? Why did
Wow.
you record that?
What the?
Who recorded that?
That's on the stream.
Oh,
That
that's
is
what it's
wrong.
just now showing?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
That's
pretty
far.
back.
That's very far.
Make sure your call all the way up. Why are you so loud now, Damien?
I have my micro next to my mouth.
Can you not?
I mean, I can be loud.
Please don't, Sean.
Then move your mic away from your mouth.
Okay.
Look, I can be loud, just like you.
You guys are annoying.
But what I was saying was if Chase doesn't give us a reroll and he doesn't get on, just say that he gets like pummeled through like a wall.
Yeah, he gets freaking knocked through the side of the head.
Yeah, do that. Just say like at the beginning of the battle, the monster just sees like him and just throws him across the building.
All right, we're going to obliterate
Yeah,
everything
battle.
because Damien's just going to shoot a fireball straight at a shell.
Yeah, not fireball. Ale just blah.
I am
Well, that one did the
surprised
shell.
that we haven't gotten a warning for time yet.
Isn't it like a 30 or 40 minute timer?
I think it's because like time is like slow now. It's like everything's just slow.
Well, no, because we got on at 6.
Yeah, it's only 6:30.
It's 6:32.
Well, the
so-
timer doesn't start until 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 40-minute timer.
No, it's a 10-minute timer.
I meant Sean.
For the entire time, though.
I'm talking about the entire time,
Oh.
Sean.
I'm pretty sure it was like an hour though.
I thought it was
It
40
might be an
minutes,
hour.
45 minutes. We don't know.
And again, time's just moving slow for some reason. I think it's because it's becoming winter. But that's just me. I think.
Fall.
Well, it's
fall.
becoming winter. Okay. Shut up.
Winter doesn't start until like the winter only starts during the 22nd of December, Sean.
Nah.
It is fall. All
Nah.
the way through October and November. Also known as autumn. Not just fall. Autumn as well.
Well, like
Look.
November 15th,
No one.
pretty much winter.
Look. No one
No.
uses the word because of a single person that we do not speak of.
Oh, I hate autumn. I hate autumn, bro. Oh my god. Hey, like. Yeah, autumn, like. She's bad. She's a bad person.
Why haven't I seen so many builds of like a weird pig-like creature with a bush for a back recently in Minecraft?
Oh, because I think they're adding that. I think it's a new mob that they voted in.
That's such a weird mob to vote in.
Was that Sniffer?
Yeah, it's like the guy said it's like a tough golem.
Yeah,
there's
it's like a big boy.
There's a tough golem, but I think the one that you're referencing is called the Sniffer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
there's
big
the
boy.
sniffer, there's a tough golem, rascal, and something else. And that's the art or the builds I've been saying constantly. So which one did they vote in?
They voted in the one that's
sniffer?
like a big boy with like a grass top, I think.
So the sniffer.
I think they added in the sniffer.
No clue.
That's kind of weird to vote that one of all of them in. I would have liked a new golem, to be honest.
Yeah, everybody's been wanting the golems every time they show a golem, but they never chose it.
Yeah, everybody wants it, except they don't vote
Probably-
for it.
Yeah, probably because they don't vote for it. They just like say on like an Instagram post like I want this, and like Minecraft doesn't actually look at that because that's not the right website to vote.
No, Mojang only looks at Dreams vote, and after they see Dreams vote, they pick it.
Janet? Who?
Dreams vote. That's the
Oh.
only time. Like, that's what
I
they've
was gonna
done
say,
every
like,
time.
who's Janet?
No, no. Every time Dreams votes,
How
this
you
what gets
guys get
picked.
Janet and
Because
Dream?
I'm better than
Dreams
you.
vote.
There it
Connor
is. There's the timer.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it is
We got a
45.
timer before we got Chase.
Alright. I'm out.
All right, no D&D today stream. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
That's
We
so
started the
bad.
stream, and then we're leaving.
Yeah.
Bye.
I mean, it wouldn't matter. The only time we're not gonna get any views until we post videos anyway,
Yeah.
because
By the way,
you gotta
second
get videos to get recommendations out.
second episode got nothing compared to the first one.
I don't know what happened to the first one, bro.
It's because
It's
it's
like-
the first video I posted in forever, so it pushed me a bunch. So it'd be like, hey, has he gotten good yet? And then when they realized, oh, he really hasn't gotten that good, in the second episode they didn't push me as much. It's because it was the first one in a long absence of post. It got shoved out a
Then
ton.
again, I think a lot of it was also because of bots.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't actually get any comments though on it. I have 2 comments, and one of them is like a freaking golem face, and the other something else.
Ones I know German.
Yeah. Which may or may not be a bot, but who bought in German?
Did you guys like translate it?
No. Didn't bother.
Translate it
Wow.
just to see what the person said.
I mean,
They probably said something like, "Get a life, loser. You got 2 views."
Or good video.
Good
Chase is
video. Good job.
actively ignoring all of us.
Do what?
Chase is active, but he's actively ignoring all of
That's
us.
because I called him again.
Yeah, and I also called him earlier. It's whenever you call someone, it pops it up.
Just watch this thing like be broken. I don't know. Could be.
Chase is the kind of guy to
What?
watch the stream instead of getting on the game to play.
That'd be funny.
Today I don't want to play, so I'm just gonna watch the stream, and comment on everything you guys do, and tell you what my character should do through the comments.
Bro, is that supposed to be Raven? Guys, I'm not playing today. Oh, but Blake's gonna be playing my character. Actually,
You
Blake,
just
so
messaged.
I want this happening. I want this happening.
I don't
What's
know
that
why
even-
Chase has like everyone muted or something. Like he has like
What does it
notifications
say?
off for all of these people.
Okay, so I went back to go translate it. This is what Google Translate says. Everything very nice, but first the numbers 10 and 1 together. A country girl dot space brunette and another blonde. It would be unfair if I chose 4.
Nope.
The country girl space is also like a link, so there's that.
Probably a bot then. That one.
Yep.
Willow, did you type in cake recipes?
No, she typed in like von Scheisser or something.
Yeah, I translated it. It said cake recipes.
That's definitely wrong.
Oh, I re-looked it up. It says late Sunday.
That also is probably wrong.
All right, let me look up the other one. In English. The other one says wish. Do you say late Sunday wish? Willow.
No,
does
I
that
have no clue what they say. They just put random letters together.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you typed in late Sunday and then wish.
Okay.
That's can't be right.
Well, that's it is 6:40. We
Yep.
got the
Restart this. We need to restart the stream first, probably.
Yep, we're gonna start now.
Um,
What is that?
what?
We're restarting the stream. Oh. Ugh.
Kinda sucks. Chase ain't gonna be there. Chase is our fighter. He ain't gonna be there. Kinda garbage. But we did give him the chance. Not really an excuse either.
Hi.
Hello? Waiting on Damien.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yip hooray.
No demon.
Bello.
Hello.
Alright.
Bello. Speed up.
What? But last session, you and your party all were walking through the corridors of Aeor. You found a robot you asked to follow you. You repaired him to let him be able to do so. You also found a bunch of captives that had apparently been here for varying amounts of time, and also forgotten large portions of themselves. You realize that your friends were likely captured by these robots, along with the Archmage. You follow the Archmage's footsteps back out of the core room, searching for him in the turret section, leaving the troop of survivors of Aeor all behind near the entranceway, waiting for your return. You entered the turret section, searched the left room, found a bunch of broken and partially damaged shells for a turret weapon. You exited, realizing nothing here was of value. You then started heading north. As soon as you headed north, we ended the session there, knowing that combat was soon and people needed to get off at the time. So now you are heading toward the northern turret. I would like to ask to reiterate which marching order you're in.
Alright, well, I don't remember what we last left off, unless Damien can.
You are on the northern turret, walking towards it.
Yes, I know we're
I
heading.
think I was in front. I think Skins was in back. I think. No, yeah, okay. If we're not including Chase, I was in front. Will was in the middle. Skins was in back. Chase would be behind Skins.
Okay, so we're putting William in front, Willow
If I
middle,
remember correctly.
Skins back. Do you want whatever the robot is going to be called permanently? We have not decided.
Jumbo.
Yeah, Jumbo or Codsworth or whatever.
My name is Jumbo. We're not having a Fallout 4 character.
Yeah, that's fair. And then after Skins, we're going to put BL.
Yeah. Which I think that's what I remember it being.
Could I have a recap of how lit this hallway is?
This hallway,
Flag.
you did not see anything. It was, once again, dark. It just seemed to be a little bit actually safer and more structurally sound than the last one did.
Okay, so it's dark. I'm going to hide.
Okay, go ahead and hide. Roll stealth check.
No, I cast light.
Yeah. I cast daylight on his location.
I'm like, you know, like, I need to. Well, I don't even have to look at my stealth. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's it. That's right. That's stealth. And if I remember correctly, I have advantage with this.
Cast without trace.
Where's my reroll? There
Do
it is.
what?
I could
Cast without trace.
No.
I could do that, but why would I do that?
Cast the spell, so we have to roll in wild magic.
It's a first.
No.
No, never mind. Do it again, anyways.
Oh, I probably should have, to be honest.
You can still do it.
No, 29 stealth. I think
I think you're right.
I disappeared.
But that could be a 39.
Yeah, super necessary.
It is.
Okay, you are stealthing while walking toward the northern cavern. With your dark vision, especially Nims, you can cut through the darkness and tell that this place, while structurally sound, is devoid of any movement, at least that you can see. You can see on the sides of the passageways some shelves carrying ammunition. And as you guys enter, with no issue, even if you look for traps, there is none to be found. You see a shelf full of knife handles, all of the blades broken off. The other shelf, you see obviously a shell for a weapon of some kind, some artillery device, though most of them seem to have their back end removed, and anything that was inside scooped out and deposited somewhere else. There doesn't seem to be any guards. There doesn't seem to be anything of value in the first room. You head to where actually the turret is, see the smaller shelves for more direct access to the turret, and also see that the same thing has happened to them. The knives blades have broken. The turret shells have had everything scooped out, and they've been broken and destroyed. The turret room seems entirely empty.
Alright. So it's just completely empty, nothing in here.
This seems to be like the most empty of rooms. The other one was damaged and broken, and while you could see a few shells that were intact, they were likely damaged. This one seems intentionally wiped of anything that could be as a weapon.
Alright, so weapon bandits came back again.
So like you said, there was broken weapons, or
There's knives, just handles, the hilts of knives, and the blades of where the knife blade would be all have been broken off and are nowhere to be seen.
and we've looked around. There's nothing here. Do we just leave?
Well, we can't just like scan through a room and just and say, "Oh,
No,
hey,
that's all we need. That's all we need.
William, no." Okay, and then Skins is gonna like, kind of move forward a little bit and check.
Oh, Willow said something.
Oh, what'd you say, Willow?
Wait, let's go into the room.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
All right, you guys go ahead. And Skins will stay back.
I mean, you guys walk through. At a quick glance, there is nothing of value here. Both of the rooms have had anything that was even slightly interesting removed, and the only interesting thing left is the hilts of knives that have been broken.
Okay.
This seems to be entirely empty.
Seems to be.
This is gonna be the critical roles of chair.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Sean doesn't know yet.
You have to watch Critical Role.
Alright, so I want to make an investigation check on the handles of the knives just to make sure like they're just handles of knives. Like I want to touch them, see what happens. Like if I see a ghost or anything, Trent, like anything happens if I do that, or maybe also picks up a knife handle.
Okay. You
So we
pick up
both
a
do it.
handle of a knife, and
Will does too. I'm gonna make an investigation check to make sure it's just a handle of a knife.
it's just a handle of a knife. Does it have
Okay.
any
so what-
properties? You can even see some of them are waterlogged a little bit. Like this room was at least partially flooded at one point, and you can see dampness on the floor that would indicate, or not dampness, but damage on the floor that would indicate that as well.
Damage on the floor. Okay, I want to make sure that's
It's water
just
damage.
damage on the floor is water. Where's the water coming from again?
You can look through the roof and quickly see several cracks. This is likely part of the slight damage that happened to this room, where the other room was entirely collapsed and had like a pillar and garbage blocking half of the room. This one is just slightly cracked around the edges, where water pooled at the floor. Some of the knife handles you pick up are water damaged. You can actually just break the wood off. Other than that, everything seems to be
Why was
fitting
I
that.
put two handles together?
You're just messing around, but nothing happens.
Son doesn't get it.
All right.
I'm just gonna sit in the chair.
Willow said something. Willow said something.
He
Name picks
tosses
up a
it
knife
at
and
William.
passes it to William. Uh-oh.
I mean,
Did
okay.
you just throw a knife handle towards me? Do I get like a thing? Or do I notice this?
I mean, Nim starts throwing empty knife handles at you. I guess
Skin.
it doesn't do
Just go
damage.
I also throw them back. I throw mine as well.
You basically like
As hard as it's mid-air, I throw mine as well.
some of them just stick to you as the pieces of wood stick to you.
Guys, I found something. So this is a sticky handle. So we know that this is meant for something.
It's not a sticky handle. It's a waterlogged piece of wood, and the water
So,
makes it stick to you.
Can I unwaterlog it?
Maybe with
It's-
prestidigitation or whatever.
We don't have that.
Exactly.
So what happens if I hit the pillar?
Mending. Nimmy wants to try mending.
It was a mend
they're
it.
not separated. Like if you
And
replace
we
them,
mend the handles together.
they're still waterlogged handles, even if you mend them together.
Can we mend them together?
Yeah. They're just
Can-
waterlogged handles.
Alright, Nimmy, do your thing.
Guys, can we just move on? Just
We're trying to find out what's going on in this room, Skins. Is there a carpet?
No. It's a military room.
Is there a chair?
No. Actually, there would be one or two stools that people could sit on to guard the room toward the entranceway.
How many legs on that stool?
3.
Thing. Anything underneath the stools?
Okay, so Skins, what are you doing? He's just gonna keep going.
yeah, Skins is just watching them with like.
You see me like yanking a stool from the ground, and I'm just going, what is this?
Why, out of all people, I probably could have been stuck with. I hadn't been stuck with. Okay, Skins is gonna walk over to William, grab the sticks, and just yeet them away.
It's a stool. You just throw a stool away.
Yeah.
I'm strong enough to do so. I flipped over a large table. I can throw a stool.
I grab the other one.
The stool easily becomes loose and like breaks against the wall.
I grab the second
William,
stool.
Yeah.
William, Nimmy, I would like it if you two would realize the situation that we're in. We're in a dangerous ancient city. Please
Yeah.
have some sort of intelligence, please. I can't handle it today. I'm losing my mind. Can we just
You're about to make
please?
me lose my marbles, okay?
Can we
Let's
just
go.
Can
Okay,
we go?
sure. Sure.
Okay.
I'm keeping the stool though. I'm keeping the stool though.
Thank you.
Keeping pieces of
Finally.
broken stools.
And Skins is gonna
Mimi says, and? To that?
Skins ignoring the comment and just walks on, just wanting to get out of this dangerous place. That
Hey, Nimi,
William's
you want the stool?
playground.
Nimi, do you want the stool?
Why would they want this?
She says, sure. Alright. I give her the stool and I take the other one.
He is so
Alright.
weird. You
Alright.
guys head back toward the hallway, and I assume head down the toward the eastern armory, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Skins is gonna
Not
like
armory, but
start wishing in his head. He's repeating in his head, please be here, please be here. I want out, please be here.
All right. You guys start to walk toward the third of the turrets you have looked at, the easternmost one. And this one, similar to the hallway you've seen before when you were walking towards the tavern area, you guys can see two torches blocking view with blinding light that stops you from seeing past them into the normally lit room. You do know that this is obviously, has light in it, and you also hear as you start getting closer, a series of low growls and what sounds to be someone scratching a glass pane, or something scratching a glass pane. As you get a little bit closer, you can start to see beyond the light, which are about 30 foot from it. You can see what looks to be... I actually need to look real quick which one I have here. Do I know... Does it have a name?
Yeah, it looks like a horse.
An absorber. What you guys know, and also BL can quickly point out to you, an Aeorian absorber, which is pacing back and forth in front of the entrance to the second room for each of these turret sections. It has its claws that are just scraping them against individual sections of a invisible wall, it seems. You also can see, as you get even more closer, probably 15 foot from the end of this hallway, you can start to see the Archmage appearing ever so slightly past this, and he looks worried, obviously, and has some sort of magical wall holding the beast at bay here. But also, once you guys look even further, you can start to see he's looking back and forth as he's looking at threats here and threats here that seem to be closing in on him fairly quickly, though nothing seems to be happening, and this wall seems to be holding back any sound that would have passed to the other side.
I like your thought process, Willow. Mimi.
Alright, well,
Let's attack it.
Okay.
Attack!
And with seeing that this is happening, Skins is going to look at the absorber, not knowing what this truly is, but I'm assuming it looks ugly.
It looks to be the same beast that William had crawled by to get into the armory. It is a panther-like beast. It's quadrupedal. It has an eye stalk that's coming out of a tail, and the tail has an eye on it. And it also has a panther-like face, but it's all pink and purple.
Oh, okay. So
Let's attack it.
So it's not that ugly, and then Skins is going to...
It's ugly enough to kill.
Skins is going to look at this and like, ooh, haven't seen one of those guys in a while, and just like...
The moment Skin says that, I think me and Mimi both shoot something at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Skins is also shooting at it.
Go ahead. I guess take it a surprise attack.
What is
It
that?
ain't paying
Does
attention to you.
that advantage or something?
Yes. You have advantage because it doesn't know you're there.
I got an ad about a sandwich.
I have triple advantage, let's go!
Woo!
That's not a thing.
I
do have ever so slight need for dice because it has several.
Oh, I roll two. I rolled two Eldritch Blast.
Oh wait,
Those
no.
both advantage.
You roll 2 Eldritch Blast with advantage, yes.
Oh, cool.
Actually, you only get the first attack with advantage because after the first attack, it'll know you're there.
Trent! Trent!
What? Natural 20?
Natural 20!
Finally. It's been forever since we got one of those.
Oh yeah, I miss them all.
Nice.
Natural 20!
Wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
What? You only have advantage to one of them.
I know. I forgot to add my my modifier to the last two, but it doesn't matter. The one's a natural 1, and the other one's a 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Is it below its hit point maximum, Trent?
Willow, what are you doing?
I would say not because you're all attacking at once, so I wouldn't give you that benefit.
How far are we away from it?
Okay.
We're pretty far. How far are we from it, Trent?
You guys are Willow or Nim is 95 foot from it.
No, you can pretty much do anything.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, you can't do cantrips. Super easy.
Alright,
I
well,
can.
who knows? I might be able to destroy this thing in like a hit, so who knows?
Guiding bolt then.
Guiding bolt.
What
What
level?
level?
2.
Okay.
So
roll
roll-
Wild Magic.
Oh, and wild magic. Roll 5d6 about 5d6 damage if you hit. Roll 2d20s. Tell me a higher number.
Roll 2d20s to try and hit. If
Oh,
you
okay.
do, roll 5d6 and roll on the Wild Magic table with a d100.
What'd you roll? Did you get?
2d20s.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 and 6.
So 14. Does that hit?
14 does not hit.
Never mind.
Damn.
Okay, so
That
only
doesn't mean wild
skins
magic,
hit,
is it?
but it's all fine because I do 38 damage to that motherfucker. Actually, hold on, no, forgot to add the 5.
Does that
43.
mean- Sorry. Does that mean wild magic still, Trent?
Yeah, even
Why?
if you miss, you roll Wild Magic.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Roll d100. Oh.
You cast the spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 100.
100.
You
Congratulations! You regain all expanded sorcery points, which I'm going to say is probably spell slots in this case.
Well, no, that's an actual thing. You told me that I get. You told me whenever I roll that I get sorcery points. I get like 2 of those like sorcery stuff.
Don't you have Meta Magic Adept?
No, you just told me I get that whenever I roll wild magic because I'm not a sorcerer. Because it says that.
I don't know what you mean.
You told me whenever I roll on wild magic, and I roll 100, I gain like those 2 sorcery point things, to where I get meta magic.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
get meta
guess.
magic.
You now have
Cool.
2 sorcery points, Willow.
You have 2 meta magic choices.
Oh,
And your
okay.
only options, I think I said, were Split Spell and something else.
And twin spell. Twin spell and something else.
Quicken Spell. That's what it was.
all right.
Yeah.
Can I describe this attack since it's
Natural 20,
my
go
first natural 20 in like forever? Okay, so since skins, I'll say that skins attacked first, considering that I was wanting to do so in the first place. Skins like looks at the beast like clawing at the glass. He stares at it, draws back his bow. Is like, oh wait, hold on, this is a beast thing. So I've probably hunted a panther once or twice. Shoots the bow. However, as he was shooting the bow then begins to start like lightning is trickling around like the metal piece that I don't know what it's called.
The Arch
The
of
frame.
Bow?
I'll say frame.
Yeah.
The archer frame. It's one of those two. The lightning begins to trickle around the frame of the bow, going onto my arrow. The arrow fires, and as soon as I hit the beast, it just gets electrocuted with like as it's been hit by like a few thousand bolts.
Yeah, it does leap out of its boots a little bit as it's knocked into the air by the blast slightly, and does get knocked to the side and no longer continues its pawing. Instead, immediately turns to face you guys. The other shots landing nearby and around it. The wizard also gets startled, as do his 2 enemies, and they seem to jump forward slightly at the noise, thinking the wizard has done something dangerous. The wizard quickly looks back and sees you guys, but starts like a mental battle with himself and is like, okay, should I drop this force field or not? Because if I do, I get attacked by this thing. But I get attacked by these guys by myself otherwise. So go ahead and roll initiative to see what plays out.
All right, initiative. That was good surprise round, guys. Like that.
Everyone definitely attacked each other, or attacked the creature and did damage.
Yeah.
Man, I'm rolling good today. Let's go. All right, I'll wait until everyone reads their off because mine's pretty high.
All right. 25 to 20.
Willow, what'd you roll? Dirty
Well,
20? Okay.
Okay, I got 21, Trent.
Willow got 20, and then I got 17.
Yep.
The robot! What's the robot stats?
I have him already. So I'll roll his in a second. What was it? It was Skins, Willow,
Me.
or Nim. I don't know how to spell it, so I'm just putting N-I-E. or NIM. I'm going to roll BL as just a +2. He is just after William, which is lucky, so I wouldn't have to reorganize this. Bell. And Robot Man. I'm going to roll it separately because I need to look at his stats, actually. I don't know his dexterity. +1.
Not too great.
He has
Managed
a
to go
20,
first.
which means he's just after Nim.
you rolled a dirty 20?
No, I rolled a 19 +1.
Oh, okay.
That's 30-20.
What's... Oh, well, yeah, that's straight 20.
Dirty 20.
What's... What do we call it? Jumbo.
Yeah.
Alright.
Jumbo.
Jumbo's going straight to the action.
Start... Oh, I forgot entirely to roll the enemies. God dang.
Man, you're going slow today, huh?
Then after Bell, it goes... Absorber. And luckily enough, the robots got 6. So I'm going to roll the Archmage first, actually. And
So
he actually goes first because he got a natural 20.
That's actually good. That's good for us, actually.
Yes, so... Mage, Skins, Nim, Jumbo, William...
This is a heroic save. I have this nice mental image in my head right now.
What?
Alright. First up, Mage. I also need to pull his stat block up separately.
The book.
But he has a small mental battle with himself and eventually goes, okay, as long as I can survive these guys, because all he knows of is 2 at the moment, he is going to, if I survive these 2, I'll be okay. So he is just going to start off with something small and cast... Is Scorching Ray first level? No.
Second level.
He's going to cast Magic Missile, I'm going to say, at 6th level. Since you said 6th level a second ago.
Damn.
So that's
So
6,
big.
7, 8, 9, right? That's 9 D4.
And they all have a +1 to it, and
Yeah.
that means an extra 9 damage.
And he's going to
Whatever.
focus 4 of them on this one. No, he's going to focus probably all 9 on this one, just so he doesn't get any more attacks against
Okay, so
him.
it's at least 9 damage.
See
Yeah.
what he rolls. Dude, I swear to God, if he
Actually,
rolls,
it's actually at least 18 damage. Cause
dude, if he rolls the potted plant on the mild magic, I'm gonna laugh.
Yep. He's trying to avoid wild magic as much as he can, but he really got to at some point take it. And he's hoping to kill one of them at one go. But he also wants something that guarantees that he has a chance of killing.
95.
Did you already see what I rolled?
Yep, a 95. You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
That's perfect
Within
for
30
me.
feet of you?
Yep.
Okay, so this guy has... I'm just going to put that, and he also has vulnerability to piercing damage.
This is Skins' paradise.
All right. It is. What about 34 damage, which actually doesn't deal with this guy.
What?
Doesn't do, but does a big amount. I'm assuming.
It does a large amount. This guy is hurting, but he could take one of those and still only be a little bit over his HP. He isn't liking this now. The Archmage still isn't going to drop this, because he knows that he's going to get shredded if he does drop this, and it's going to end his turn. That's
And he
one of
has-
his 6 levels down, but now it's Skin's turn.
And he has a very bright fear of piercing objects.
Yes. Yes, he does.
They all do. I'm pretty sure the robots do, don't they? Because aren't they not within?
Oh, they might be within 30 feet. I didn't even check that one. They are. All of them.
Ha-ha!
Every enemy in here so far is. That's a good call. I forgot to check these. I
Man,
thought these guys had to be out of
This
30 feet.
natural 20 Archmage got us real good in a position. I mean, to be fair, he probably killed himself as well, but I mean, hey,
Yeah.
we're good.
These guys have sharp, pointy bits on their hands.
Alright, so Skins probably can't hide anywhere, but I mean, he has Skulker. He can hide anywhere, actually. But this room is bright light, you know?
This room is bright light. This would be considered... Well, this room's kind of dim light, necessarily, because it doesn't have very much lighting around here. Most of it's illuminated by very sparse floating globes. It's probably about dim light for the average person, without dark vision, which all of you realistically have.
Yeah, I'm assuming this panther has 60 feet of dark vision. Super.
Probably.
This guy, and even if he didn't, he would still see shadowy forms.
Yeah.
But you can
All right.
stay hidden, even though you just revealed yourself by shooting.
Well, I mean, I'm in dim light and I have skulkers, so I can probably hide again.
You can, yes.
I'll do that.
So your bonus
Alright.
action hiding on the start of your turn?
Bonus action, hiding again in the darkness as I kind of just like dwindle back. I have advantage with
Ooh.
this.
It kind of sucks that was his 1/6 level.
Uh-oh.
But what are you doing?
I'm bonus action hiding for 22 to hide.
Okay, you're probably hidden. He can see shadowy forms, but he can't necessarily pick you out.
Can't
Well,
see me.
Actually, let me see how far away. Oh yeah, he's definitely further than 60 feet.
Well, you can't do that.
That's an
Yeah,
attack. To throw your chairs
Yeah,
an attack.
that would be an action.
All right, then I'm gonna just continue shooting the panther creature. One with advantage. Okay. So far, as low as a 17. See what I get. A 23. Does a 23 hit, Trent?
23 does hit, yes.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 5, and it is piercing, so it is
Double.
a crit, technically.
It's not a crit because you can crit yourself and do even more damage.
It's true.
You can
So
double or
10,
double.
8, 18 plus 5 damage.
Doubled?
That's doubled, yeah.
So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 damage in total then.
So dead?
No.
Good. 'cause
Not
I'm shooting
necessarily
again.
close, even.
Oh, it's not. Well, you know what? It has vulnerability, so it's good. This is a good thing. I don't have advantage with
Does
this
have
anymore.
vulnerability.
I hit anyway.
Yeah, with a 28.
Oh, I forgot to do sneak attack damage. I'll do it this time because technically I wouldn't have gotten it before.
True. How did it already end in 10 minutes?
It went faster. We're having fun.
We didn't even do a round of combat yet. What do you mean?
Yeah, 7-12 now. That makes sense.
Okay, so the sneak attack damage doesn't get isn't piercing as well. Is it just extra damage?
I think it's 46 of the damage of the weapon's damage type.
Okay,
I
so
guess
that means
it would be doubled, yeah.
12 plus 5 then.
17.
Actually, wait. Yeah, 12 plus 5. So that's 17 more damage. And that's my turn.
All right, that is the end of Skin's turn. Nim, what you doing?
Hello?
I think I'm just gonna use Guiding Bolt again.
What level?
First level.
Okay, so no problem then.
Roll to hit, and then roll 46 on a success.
Alright. 18.
That
Did
hits.
you add the +7? Hello?
Either way, it
Hmm?
hits.
Okay. Not my then.
Yeah.
46 damage.
Alright. 5. 6. 5. 1.
Okay. it had good numbers there.
So
Then
17 damage.
18. Wait.
5, 6, 5, 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
16, 17 damage. I don't know where I got the 18 from.
And you guys have advantage on the next hit that hits it.
which I think that's William.
No, I think it's BL. Or no, it's the robot.
After Nim, it goes to Jumbo. Jumbo is going to,
Jumbo!
instead of charging forward, he is going to like walk backwards towards BL and turn around and crouch down, lifting up and turning toward the sky, the robot with the sword and shield. And you see the robot with the sword and shield that's broken from the waist down lifts up his like piercing rapier as like a gun almost, leveling his hand towards the absorber, and blue energy starts to arc out of it like lightning shooting towards the creature. He is going to do 2 weapon attacks, missing both as they strike into the ground nearby. He is unused to firing from this particular
One
angle.
attack has advantage.
advantage.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would have been the attack with advantage, so he gets to roll one more time. Still missing.
Yep.
All of the shots firing around, doing nothing.
All right, let's go. That's our teammate right there.
He's doing
That's our
something for
robot.
the world, yeah.
Lord Hammond!
William,
Lord have mercy.
I'm like, what, 90 feet away from it?
if you wanted to get in melee, you would have to move 85 feet. To shoot it, you have to shoot 90.
But that doesn't matter for me. Well, I am pretty much now the only frontliner since BL is pretty much not here. I will go up 30 feet.
All right.
About, I don't know, 60 with, what there is called. I'm gonna look at my spin real quick. I pretty much know what I'm going to do, though.
And I'm just so happy. My first attack roll was a natural 20. I don't get those often.
I have to make sure to like give you disadvantage on every attack in the next combat.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna do Shatter.
Can you choose where that goes?
60 feet away, yeah.
All right. Are you placing it? I'm assuming on the creature.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're also attempting to make it the only one that gets hit.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Makes a con save.
Con save. Let's see if I built this in, which I did. 8
Good.
to save. Failure.
What? Alright, that's 5d8 thunder damage.
God damn.
Yeah, this thing is just that surprise round really screwed it over.
It don't matter. It's because it's taking so much. It's already below triple digits.
Absorber, more like deader.
And I roll wild magic.
This isn't what it's meant to absorb.
22 damage.
Yeah, but yeah, 22 damage. Fair enough.
162. Let me look what that is. What am I doing? Okay.
Becomes potted plant.
For the next minute, you must shout when you speak.
That's
Don't
great.
actually shout when you speak, Damien. You're already loud enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forget. It has advantage on saving throws. 21 to save.
Yeah, then it takes only 11 damage.
So I'm going to heal up 11 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
That
Interesting.
is safe to say, which it's never saved against anything before, so that's the first time that happened, which is fair.
I'll,
And bonus action hex.
all right.
Okay, bonus action, hex it. Hey, is hex a spell slot?
No, it's just
Okay.
ability to have as many times my charisma modifier.
It's just an ability.
So it's just a thing he can do.
No, you're talking about this hex spell.
Yeah, I was talking about the hex spell.
You,
I'm talking
you
about the
forget.
hex blaze
you,
hex.
you forget what Damien is, even though he's your most powerful character.
I don't know. You're pretty powerful, Skins.
Everybody's pretty powerful here in our own ways.
There. Either way, after William, it goes to Biel, which Biel is going to start walking forward. He has 35 foot of movement because he's a bear. Well, actually,
He has 40.
Has he been knocked out of his bear form yet?
No, he has not
No.
taken any damage.
I'm going to say he probably has about 65 HP.
Sure.
I'm going to give him 65. If anything, that's a low ball for a fighter at 7th level.
6
So I'm going to send him forward, and he is going to use a dash to go 80 feet.
Yeah.
No, he's going to stay
Oh,
behind
yeah.
William, because he's thinking William's a dangerous person to run ahead of, and he's going to take the dodge action as of now.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
The Absorber, it looks at you, William, being one of the most annoying people, but not as bad as Skins.
How's he not annoying? I've
Because
only done
you're doing
11 damage compared
it.
to everybody else.
Yeah, that's why it's going to actually go after Skins, because Skins revealed himself with that shot
if
again.
he can even reach me.
He can. He has 120 foot of reach on the attack it's about to use.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. What's its movement?
What
40.
I have?
Right over here it goes. It then is going to look over at you with the tail stalk, finding you through the patch of your allies. And because this Ice Stalk can, look this direction, you are offered no cover from your allies because of the positioning the creature is so large. It fires what looks to be a burst of purple energy towards you, which quickly fizzles out into the air. But that does not seem to hinder the damage that racks your mind. That is a 23 to hit, which I guarantee does.
Yep.
Which I can't roll because I only have claw attacks on this creature in the system, because it's near impossible to set up several different attacks, which I tried for hours to do. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 damage to you, Skins. Psychic damage, specifically.
Sean, that was really, really loud.
Oh, was it? Sorry. Oh, let me move my mic again. Okay.
It is then going to use... That's really not a spell. Oh, yours is a spell, though, right? It's still a magical effect it's under. It's going to use Absorb Spell and take your Hex off of itself.
It's not a spell.
It's a magical effect. Any magical effect affecting it can do this on.
Oh.
And its claws seem to radiate slight purple energy the same way its Ice Stalk shot out. And that is the end of its turn, because it doesn't have any bonus actions. After the Absorb, it is the robots. The robots, feeling the sting and the potential danger of piercing, they are uncaring while walking toward the Archmage, knowing he is near harmless.
15 seconds.
Okay, I reset before I do their turns.
Uh-oh.
Alright. 3 attacks, correct? Yes. These are veterans.
Hello.
Alright. Now that you're back, I'm going to start these robots' turn.
Hello.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Archmage has an AC of 15. So 2 of those hit for the first robot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 24 damage on your guy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's just for one robot. There's a second one sitting right here.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. 2 of those hit for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to 24 again?
Uh-oh.
That sounds wrong, but...
Well, I mean, we have a cleric. We have a cleric.
He also
This
needs to
is
make 4 con saves, actually. Failing immediately, his wall drops.
Man, this guy sucks.
He isn't the best in combat.
Did he actually just fall down? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, his spell, the wall that was holding the creature away from him,
Oh,
dropped. So now he is no longer concentrating on a spell, but these guys walked up and freaking stabbed him in the sides pretty hard with their piercing damage. And then these other robots start making their way into the field after being hidden behind a door that none of you can see.
Help him.
oh, great. Well, if he's a good wizard, he should have expeditious retreat.
Yeah, and these guys don't seem individually unformidable. They seem pretty okay at their jobs of stabbing people. Mostly because this guy shot a 6th level magic missile at one of them and still didn't kill him. But, actually, no, the robot's going to dash. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because they need to get in melee. Well, this guy can't go any further than there.
Oh, yeah. I swear to God.
Alright, that's the end of the robot's turn. The mage is going to start, obviously panicking slightly. And he is going to do that exact thing you suggested and cast Expeditious Retreat. Because that's a 1st level spell. And he really does not want to trigger
That is a
opportunity.
bonus action. So if he can do anything else with the action, he can do something.
He's going to move here. I'm going to put him back and then do this better. He's trying to assuredly avoid that. He can move 120 plus 30. 30, 40, 50. Alright, he dashes all the way past you guys, past the creature, and uses his action to disengage beforehand. So he doesn't get stabbed, because he is afraid of being stabbed. And runs all the way back here behind all of your lines. Mage is done, Skins, you're up.
Skins is like, just sees the wizard, like, kind of, like, just run past him. He takes a second to regain his thoughts as he was just hit with psychic damage. He's like, oh, okay, that false alarm? It's wasn't what I thought it was. And then Skins is going to, just start shooting the, actually, he's going to bonus action hide, if he can. Can he do that? Is that possible?
Let's see how close he is to you. You can. You are exactly 5 foot out of his dark vision, meaning you are in dim vision.
Alright. Nice. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see MRPG for a second. Okay, that's an 18 to hide, but do I get higher? No, I get to 18.
Alright. That you seem well enough hidden.
Do I get advantage on my strike?
Yes,
You
you
don't know. Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
Well,
I
what do you
would've
mean
said-
you don't know? How would that work?
You don't know.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Schrodinger's strike. You will have advantage
Alright.
and not advantage until you do so.
Okay, luckily I have
I
advantage.
won't let you know until you do it.
Okay, 24, that hits. Bullets hit point maximum.
Yes.
Get sneak attack.
Oh my God. Rogues.
You should say gross.
Rogues.
Actually, I just realized this is all crit too, because it's technically the same damage.
Yeah.
8
Oh, damn.
plus 12 plus 6.
20, 26.
26
26.
total?
26 for the first attack.
Oh my
Is that
God.
after doubling or before?
That's doubling.
So 26.
That is- Yeah, so 26 damage.
Alright. This guy ain't looking good.
Oh wait, that plus 5 because I forgot to add the plus 5 to it.
31.
Alright.
And then my second attack, which I don't have advantage with, which I probably should save my bonus action hide for my second attack because that seems to be the one. No, natural 1, but I get to shoot whatever is around it, which is nothing.
Well, you can still... Actually, yeah. Nothing's around it, so it wouldn't hurt anybody. Alright.
Yep.
That's the end of Skins, correct?
Skins will move 30 feet behind BL.
All right, he runs up and hides behind BL. After Skins, Nim, what you doing?
Anyway,
Are you eating chalk?
Um,
Sounds like.
I'll use Flaming Sphere.
Ooh.
Wait, how far am I away from them?
You are 55 foot for casting.
you okay?
Okay.
How do I do that?
2, 6.
Do they have to make a
So-
save?
Yeah, they have to make a save. They have to make a dex save, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I figured. This is an orange person, and he is going to be our fireball for the day.
What level are you doing it, Willow?
Huh?
What level are you doing it?
What was it?
Lowest level is 3rd, I'm pretty sure.
Nope, lowest level 2nd.
Oh, okay.
19 to save.
Do it on level 3.
So that's 3d6 damage halved.
I thought fireball at the lowest level did more damage than 1.
Flaming Sphere does a 2d6 at level 2.
Oh, and she casts a 3rd?
Yeah,
Also roll wild magic for me.
I know. So how much damage you do, Willow?
1, 3,
Yeah.
6.
4,
10, half to 5.
And roll wild magic.
21.
21. 21. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Wait, me or the
The creatures have
creature?
disadvantage
Okay.
on the saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves
Okay,
a
so
saving
this guy would have disadvantage on the next spell she cast?
Yep.
Okay.
Yay. Okay.
Which Flaming Spear is still up and is a bonus action to move around.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Flaming Sphere is sitting right here with this orange man. Because I don't have a Flaming Sphere. After Nim, Jumbo!
Yeah!
He's going to continue his arcane assault by blasting 2 more arcing streaks of lightning from his hand. Both of those hit, surprisingly.
Hey!
Dealing 16 damage to the creature.
It's not dead, I'm assuming.
Nope, still not dead. It actually has about half of 100.
It just now has-
After Jumbo's turn, Jumbo, I don't think he's going to move. That seems to be about a fair position because he's within 120 feet, easy. So he's just going to sit here. After Jumbo, William.
Oh no. Am I not right on him?
No,
You can't.
you can get right on him if you wanted to.
Who's in front of him?
That's the fireball.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. There's that. You
I have to
worry.
go around that.
Yeah, if you're within 5 foot of that, you're definitely taking some damage.
Yeah. I'll go around it and then.
Alright. I'm going to put you right there, which is in melee, but out of the range of the fireball.
I can. Okay, I got PL on my side just in case. I'm going to. Can I hex it again?
It's our.
Can,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you can hex it again.
Because
if
you took it
wanted
out.
to. I'm trying to think. Okay, so the effects on it are vulnerable to piercing. It has its claws glowing purple.
Yep. And what else?
Exactly.
Disadvantage on the next attack spell.
Oh, disadvantage on the next save, yeah.
And now hex.
And now Hex. I'm running out of different states. I don't want to give it that one because that says it has multi-attack.
Oh, don't worry. My next move is the bonus action Hunter's Market.
God
Oh
damn.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you make a little red circle?
Yeah, I have a little red circle down here now, which is normally reserved for multi-attacking creatures. This creature technically does have multi-attack. It just ain't using it because I have a stat block separately from the computer.
Alright, then I'm gonna stab, stab, string, swing, swing.
So bonus action Hank again, and then bonus or action stab, stab.
Yeah, gotta get my reroll. Get my BG, come on, man. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's too
This
easy.
game sucks. Alright. D20 plus 8. 16 the misses probably.
16 hits.
Oh, cool. And then a 28 hits. Is that natural 20? That's natural 20. Okay, so the first one is not natural 20.
Are you using any of your slivers of soul?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay.
So this is a non-natural 20. It's 14 plus another 14. So 14 plus. So I don't double the damage I add to it. I only roll double the dice damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you would roll a d8 and double
Okay,
that.
so 18 plus 5 is 23. 23 plus 14 is 37.
How
in
did you
total.
deal 37? Oh, that's with 2 separate strikes. Okay.
Yep, 37 in total. Oh, I forgot the hex bonus. Add a plus 6 damage to that.
In total or twice?
In total. Add that in total.
Okay. Plus.
So wait, I said 37, so that would be what, 43?
Now this guy's real bad hurt. That knocked him real
That was
low.
a good strike.
Yeah. In that round, he took a lot of damage. After William, Biel is going to, now struggling to get around the fireball, come around. He wants to flank with William, but I don't think he would dash to do
Could
so.
have gotten in a position where I could have flanked with him before he moved?
No,
No.
because the fireball would have
Ah.
countered that.
There.
Unless you want to run and take some damage.
No.
But he is going to strike. I'm going to roll with a +7 because that makes sense for his level.
He has a
He has a 20 strength and a
So plus 8 then.
Yeah.
Either way,
Plus
the
8.
first one hits with a 20 something. I'm not going to bother counting. 15 and up. And same roll again, so 2 hits. I don't think he would want to action search here. So I'm going to have him deal his regular damage, which he uses. He's not attuned yet, so he's just going to use his longsword.
Do you not attune to it? I thought you attuned to it.
He's in his bear form, Trent.
Yeah? Why would he not? What do you mean?
He claws.
Doesn't he do
Or
like
bite.
2d8?
Yeah, he bites or claws at bear form.
Oh, yeah, he can do that. So, yeah, he'll use that's claws instead. Same thing, except more
Alright, so
damage.
That's 48 damage.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 5 is 16. First strike kills the creature.
Let's go!
That was a
how much
lot faster than I thought.
How much damage was left on him after it did that damage?
It was 14 before Biel's turn started. After...
You can't even see the glory of his strike.
Biel's, he claws into it. He starts tearing it apart, though he doesn't seem to like the taste of it like he did the Yetis or anything. This seems to be tasting a little bit off, as it probably isn't entirely a normal creature. He can no longer do anything, so that's his turn.
Yeah, 'cause he can.
Absorber, dead. Robots, this wall should be deleted. I don't know why it's not. So robots start to double dashing to get in melee with BL.
This is good. This gives us another round to prepare to a barrage.
I don't think it's stupid enough to go there. It's going to go down here.
Bung, dun, bung, dun, bung, dun, bung, dun, bung, dun,
Well,
bung.
yeah, they're just going to surround BL pretty much.
Uh-oh, Bill's in
They have
trouble.
like
I think
80 foot of movement, so...
I think he has an 18 AC if I remember correctly.
BL does? Probably.
Yes.
They
I'm
can't do
pretty
anything this round anyway.
Yeah.
They's... Actually, no. I want to revert that entire thing. They're not going to do that. They're all going to be back here. They're just going to stay back here. And on their turn, instead of coming forward, they're going to reverse.
Just gonna start heading back.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I run at them?
Is that it? Is that it? Then let's go.
Yep, this guy dashes, and, well, I have to put him back. Cause
What did you say, Willow?
Can I run at them?
On your
Well,
turn.
They're running out. This is their turn still, and they're running away. So
I know.
once they're done
But
running
yes, you
away,
can-
you can chase them. Give me a second. Take time to move too many creatures, man. I should have just made one big robot. No, wrong. Moved wrong.
Why didn't you?
I didn't feel like that fit the theme. Alright, that's the end of combat as of now. Well, not really. You
We're
guys
chasing
could
them.
run around the corner and
Yeah, we're
try and-
chasing.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm going to assume each of your turns. BL double dashes over here. Assume you're going to double dash in here. You're going to avoid the fire. And then double dash, and then triple dash to get your 90 foot in. Nim avoids her own flames.
I could just move it.
Yes, I'm sure on your turn you use your bonus action to move it. That way you could move slightly more directly, I guess. The mage is going to be hesitant, but he's going to follow you guys because, you're saving him. And the robot will follow alongside the mage, which makes him look even more hesitant. Biel can look around the corner, and he sees the door shutting, a large hidden door that is literally just two parts of the wall that are coming together to make a hidden passageway. And on their turn, they exit combat. And now you guys are, once you guys do catch up eventually, faced with a hidden door that you know where it is, but also have no idea how to open.
What's that thing on the floor?
This right here is what looks to be a loading canal for where people would put their hands in and shove the shells in. They would close the top and then fire the weapon. This is a lever, probably attributed to firing the weapon. This is a knife rack where all the knives have had their heads ripped off, like their blades ripped off, except for one. This one has all of the shells, which have had all of their goop scooped out, except for two. And these are the same exact setup. The shell rack and the knife rack, and all of the goop and stuff is scooped out, and all the knife blades are broken. And eventually, there's no way you're going to figure out how to open this before this dissipates. So,
Is the wizard with us now?
yes. He is
Okay.
vulnerable to piercing, but that eventually wears off, and he is now nearby.
Okay.
And breathing heavily and looking very relieved.
Skins is gonna look. Skins is gonna look at him. Is like, all right. Well, at least we found you. Where's Willow and Aso?
It's a long story, man. There is when we first entered, there was a collapse behind us. We thought it was all okay and natural. All right, we enter into Aeor and we're like, okay, we'll wait for him at the most logical exit, which is that other passageway. It led to the same place the first passageway did. So we walked down there, we climbed down, and we're waiting to watch for you guys to climb down, right? And then we start hearing some knocking, and well, being the fastest and the most combat-ready person, your robot friend decided, oh, well, I'm going to go check it out real quick. I can run away from any danger. Well, when he didn't come back, me and Willow both, followed after them. And I saw what was happening before Willow did. Willow was near completely overwhelmed the instant that they caught her. There was like 6 or 7 robots, and they immediately overpowered her with some kind of spell. Obviously a domination and charm one. Enchantment spell of some sort. I quickly cast Intellect Fortress. They had no way to get past that, so they just carried me along as a prisoner until my spell eventually wore off. They planned to wait me out, more or less. Catch me when I was asleep or some garbage. And then we walked around for a little bit. Eventually they separated off, and I figured, well, they left me with these two guys. They're no longer dominating them. They'll be fine. But they no longer seemed to be able to push off the demands of the spell, and they acted of the robot's accord, even without them there. They kept me captive for a time, and then walked to a golem, spoke a weird phrase, your robot friend did. It opened a door, but they wouldn't let me follow them through it, so I left. I ran away, and I'm like, okay, I'm a hide, so none of these guys can hurt me anymore, right? And then I start getting chased by that thing that you just killed. I don't know what it is. I've just heard the stories of the Aeorian Absorber, and I know what it is. I just didn't know how powerful it was. So I put up a force wall and decided, okay, good. No way they can hurt me. This force wall will hold. You guys will eventually find me. I have plenty of food. I can make my own food if need be. Out of the stones, realistically. And you guys were extremely lucky because at the moment that I put up the force wall, which was not too long ago, they waited about 10 minutes and they started exiting from this doorway up here that you guys just saw shut. And they knew I had no way to put up my intellect fortress. Because if I did, that would let the creature attack me. So I was put in a, choice. Die or get dominated. And you guys created the third choice of fight. So, good job on doing what I paid you to. I'm thankful that you didn't just leave me.
Well, I mean, it's not like we'd leave you anyway, because I'm pretty sure Biel here would have not enjoyed that, myself included. We did have a run-in with a drow here. She's friendly, as you can tell. She helped you with us.
Yeah, I saw the drow. I didn't expect her to survive the dragon, though.
She's been way useful. She's been helpful a lot. That's how we, okay, it's a bit of a long story, and we kind of have a bit of a kind of minor problem. So, you know the place that Willow and Aso apparently went, I think?
Yeah.
So we went down that way as well, because we were tracking footprints. And the problem is that we followed it. We found a robot man here. I don't know what his name is. As he points at his Jumbo. And we found a little tavern place with a bunch of people who seem to forgot who they are and what they can do. So they're kind of just waiting in the, what ward was it that I told them to wait in?
The same ward you're in now, the Genesis ward. They're just at the entrance where you guys enter the Genesis ward and are just waiting for you to return, more or less.
Okay. Well, there's a few people. How many was there? 25 people?
Something like that, yeah.
There's 25 or so people left who probably know how to fight still, but there's a lot of people who are helpless. So we have that problem. But good news is you're here. Did you do whatever you needed to do? Because I'd like to get out of here.
Well, I had plenty of time while they were scouring that wall, your friends. They were looking for that doorway for a good portion of time. I studied the core to my heart's content. I didn't get to study the dagger and or any of these shells. They were all broken and damaged. I assume by the robots that are now haunting the place. So I would like to take those with us, but other than that, I do not want to stay here any longer than I have to.
Alright, well, let's just try and get out of here, I guess.
Well, what about your friends?
Oh, right, I'm sorry, I've been having a stressful day. I don't know where they could be, because we went down the way that I would assume that they went down, but we can't find them. We can try and find them.
Why are you raising your hand, Willow? Just long rest. So, are you guys going to start a long rest while this conversation is happening?
I would probably assume a short rest. More
Oh
than
my
long
god, I was muted the entire time. I was asking if I could go look at the potions.
Oh.
What potions?
Did you see there was like 2 bottles left on the shelf?
They're shells. They're artillery shells. You don't know what's inside because the rest of them have had their stuff gooped out. But they're artillery shells, and there's a knife.
Can I check the knife then?
Okay, well, continue their conversation, then I'll get back to you. And I guess you guys are starting a short rest while this is happening.
Yeah.
But, what'd you say last, Sean?
Well, maybe we can try and find them with your help, of course.
Yes. He will look over at you and just go, well, there is one piece of information that I know for a fact will connect us directly to at least the robot, right? The entire time, as soon as they met him, they referenced someone called Commander. And a few times they called him Commander. And that's the only word I can really make out. They say that in common. The rest of it, jarbled, ancient speak. I know Zimni. I don't know ancient Zimni that well. So they called him Commander in the most recent dialect of Zimni. But everything else they referenced in ancient Zimni. I picked out a little bit during my stay with them, which was about a day and a half before we separated off from the robot troop. They wanted him to do something. They wanted him to do something for Commander, Aeor. They wanted him to go and meet Commander, and they also called him Commander, so maybe they want him to become Commander. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming if we follow them through that doorway, we'll find them, because that was the strongest of the robots. The rest of the robots didn't seem that strong. I saw a few of them get killed nearby the armory not too long ago. And they seemed a lot weaker, because the troop fighting them, they realistically weren't that strong either. But these guys, they were tough. These ones are a lot tougher. They survived a high-level spell there. So I think this is closer to their main base than the other places. They seem to have hidden passageways all over the place, though.
Alright. So they have hidden places around. Could probably try to start going down where they went, but I don't know.
If we follow them, we'll probably find at least their network, if not their home base.
We could, but honestly, it's not really. Don't think it's a good idea. But I mean, we got no other clues besides. I'm pretty sure the robots, the big ones down below, didn't really survive too well. We kind of busted them up besides just one, so only one's down there now, and I think he only opens one door.
Well, they killed the one they talked to, too. The golems?
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm at a loss.
Like, if you guys walked in, you probably recognized one of the golem corpses against the wall. They talked to it in whatever code they were talking about. He opened the doorway. Probably the same doorway you guys went through, if you're talking about a tavern and people. I'm not sure why it would be the same doorway. Maybe he told it to open a different one than its original coding? Or had an admin password or something? But
Did you see any of the other doors open?
I did see another one. It opened 2 doors, that golem. It opened one originally, and then the Aeor told it to open a different one. With some weird techno jargon that I don't understand. The first one it opened contained like 100 to 150 dormant robots. Though the weaker ones, not the ones that we just fought.
Alright. So maybe it's something to do with one of the doorways down there, maybe. I mean, we could just go down that one, but I'm not sure if I can open this one. I can look at it, but I don't know if it's a good idea, so. Anyone else have a thought on it? You guys are muted. Willow wants to try stone shape.
You could stone shape this, yeah. You know this would effectively work. You could just stone shape past the doorway if you guys wanted to just follow them down now. But also, Now that you started asking questions instead of just talking back and forth, William, as you're inspecting the knives, as soon as you touch the dagger, you notice the hilt is just a wooden hilt. But the blade itself is almost vibrating with power as you can touch it and feel like a tingling sensation start to shoot up your arm. It's amplified, especially on your lightning arm. The shell, it just looks like a weird black circle object, sort of like a cannonball. But it also has like a bluish circle around a section, which that section rotates and it can come off. If you look on the inside, it's some weird green powder. And there is also like a case where you're supposed to put the knife. Because it's a sheath for a knife, more or less, that is made of a crystalline green substance, while the rest of it, filling the rest of the shell, is a powdery green substance, I mean. Make a... I would say Arcana check for this. Arcana or History, your choice. Why are they both muted?
Man.
How did I mute again?
Because you're retarded.
Stop muting.
I didn't even press it twice. I know history or arcana. +6 to history, so.
Arcana will tell you its magical uses. History will tell you where it's from and what it is. Very
Shoot.
simple.
But it won't tell me what it can do.
Not necessarily. I mean, it kind of comes with the knowledge of where it's from, but not to the extent that Arcana would tell you.
But I'll learn something
Yes.
about its uses.
Yeah.
The 20 natural one, anyways.
So, yeah, you fail. The natural one.
What is this?
It's a green powdery substance, and with a knife sheath made of the crystal version of
I'll
it.
take them, and I'll put it in the slot.
You're gonna do what?
I'm putting the knife thing into the sheath.
You put the knife into the sheath. The entire ball starts to vibrate slightly. Far more intense, or tingle with power more than vibrate. It's far more intense than just the knife alone. It also starts to emit a slight steam. You're not sure exactly what it's doing, but it's having some sort of magical reaction.
What's it doing? What's it doing here?
The Archmage just looks over and just goes, I wouldn't be messing with random ancient magical artifacts.
Oh, he's done that a lot today. Don't worry about him. If he dies, he dies.
No, yeah, that's the thing. We die. We're in the same room.
William, can you please just stop messing
What
up?
am I doing wrong? I put the knife into a sheath and you guys yell at me. Oh my god, make the stone shape already and let's go. You guys are annoying. I'm putting this in the pocket.
Bro.
I do one thing. What did I do wrong? Have we blown up?
One thing you do recognize,
We haven't blown up.
this is only visible to you though, William. The magical wisp that are steaming, everyone sees those. You do see one or two start to form the shape of an eye. And one of those eyes get grabbed and latched down by a dark mist of the wisp of smoke. It's like it's being pulled down by a tentacle.
Uh-oh.
You recognize this something to do with your own deal. He wants you to keep this, whatever it is.
I just kind of nod at the eye. And then you guys just let me put it in my pocket.
Yes, a cannonball in your pocket.
Yep.
You're probably putting it in your bag of holding that everything goes stuff into.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just, hey, look, bag of holding. Yeet!
It creates a rip in a dimensional portal, killing you all.
Anyways, I didn't explode anything, so don't yell at me this time, okay? Or I will stab the wall and see what happens.
Oh, no, never mind. Damien isn't yelling at this point because it's squared off.
Yeah.
Has it been a minute? Yeah, it's been
It's
a minute.
definitely been a minute. It's been a real life minute, so it's been longer than that in game.
Yeah,
You guys have been short resting or long resting, depending on what you end up doing, if you break it or not.
Alright, well, since we're short resting, I'll do that then.
I can heal.
I can heal too, because that psychic damage really
Yeah,
did
we
me
have 4
good.
minutes left.
So you guys are going to sit here in short rest. That's your final decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You guys start short resting. William using this time to look around at his ball more. The Archmage taking time to, just examine the surroundings and see what this area is about. Mostly this compartment that you would store artillery ammo in. Biel is just like scratching his fur a lot, like he has fleas now. And the robot seems to start standing sentry, but it's weird because you are facing the robot, but he has a robot strapped to his back, so to you it just looks like he's looking directly at you guys. But the guy behind him is keeping sentry. You guys sit and rest.
With my short rest, I would like to identify one of these arrows.
You want to try and attune to it?
Well, I don't really need to attune to it because they're arrows, because they're ammunition. Why would I have to attune to ammunition?
Actually, something you can do is hand it to the Archmage right next to you. He will cast Identify over the course of 10 minutes, and then, go into an actual short rest, because he's also trying to get his HP back. But he'll identify one of the sets for you. Which set do you want? The crystal tips or the magnetic?
I want to do the ruby one.
There are multiple different colors, but yes. You identify them as Cataclysm bolts.
Bolts?
Or arrows. Cataclysm arrows. Not bolts, but arrows.
Nimi said, just let me see the knife, so... Nimi, okay, Will, can you talk, or do you have to text?
Alright, I'm
just tell me.
Like BRB.
Okay.
Alright.
Cataclysm arrows. This might be interesting. Hello, viewers. Nice to see you. I can't see you, but you're probably there, maybe.
They're definitely ugly.
What?
They're definitely ugly.
No call our viewers ugly. Come on, man.
No, we're viewers. Alright. I guess during the short rest, I'll hand it... Because, Nemi's the only one that doesn't yell at me for picking up a knife. I'll hand it over to Nemi in this short rest, which I don't know why you wanted to look at it.
Nemi, if you are talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, you muted?
No, she's not muted, but we can't. She's just...
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Probably gonna have to reset, so I'll reset and we'll continue.
Oh, I heard you.
Oh. God dang, why is it not working? There we go. There we go. Welcome.
Hey, by the way, I gave Nemi the knife because she said she wanted to inspect it during the rest.
Okay.
As I take a little bit of a nap and I sleep in this nap.
Power nap.
I go, alright guys, I'm out.
Can you tell me what the arrows do now?
They're cataclysm arrows.
I don't know what they do. I'll look them up.
Yeah, they should be.
There we go. Willow.
What are you trying to specifically do to these?
Wait, because I might messed up. Willow, can you talk? Hello? Yeah, we can't hear you. They're trying to talk.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
yay. Okay.
I'd just be sleeping.
I can't actually find cataclysm arrows.
I think it's because they're bolts, so I have to convert them.
Yeah, that's why I said bolts, 'cause I think they're bolts. But
Alright.
what are you trying to do to this thing?
Oh wait. I should probably like look like. Does everybody notice that my arm kind of like enhances while I grab the knife?
No, I mean it's
No?
not enhancing. It just feels
Like,
like
does it not,
surging
like-
with power. It doesn't actually
Okay.
do anything. It just feels like
Okay.
it's surging with power.
Okay. I thought you meant like so like it just like it pulses up. Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna inspect the knife.
You inspect the knife. Are you doing anything particular with it?
Nope.
Probably just.
I
an
mean, you
arcana
can
check.
feel the same thing. It feels like your hand just surges with power as you touch the blade, but the handle itself doesn't seem to have any magical properties.
Can she make an arcana check?
I mean, sure.
Do you want to?
Sure.
To see what you learn, I guess. I don't know if there's much you could get from Arcana.
These are pretty big arrows.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You said Arcana?
That's a +1.
Alright, so 14 then.
All right. You don't really learn that much. You know, it's probably something along the sides of summoning and evocation. You get like the sense of both of those spell types in there. But other than that, you can't really get much about its properties just by inspecting it quickly. If you cast Identify, which the wizard would do if he wasn't also trying to heal, you would probably get more progress.
Okay.
But you guys spend the time taking a short rest. Everything goes well. There is no issues. You guys are good to heal yourselves, more or less.
Yeah.
I'll
I get my
also,
spell slot back.
what?
I got my spell slot back.
Just because he's a warlock.
I get my spells back, baby.
But what are you trying to do, Willow?
Oh. Hold on.
Ride on me.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Can't wait to hear this epic action.
I would take the knife and throw it through.
I want to stab Willow with it. Or stab William with it.
Yeah, I will stab my the person that's controlling my character.
I want to stab my patron.
I'm just going to assume the Archmage definitely heals all the way back up. There's no way they don't.
Yeah, I doubled the amount of HP I needed.
What is 99 minus 51?
99 minus 51. It's like 48.
48. I'm going to tell you if you're wrong. I'm going to bully you for it. You're right. Quick maths over here. I don't think anyone else really took damage other than William and the Archmage. So, what are you guys going to start doing after your short rest?
I'm gonna probably go over to the weird door thingy. I'm gonna look around to see if there's any way to activate it.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Didn't you not do the stone shape thing?
Oh yeah, you guys want a stone shape? It's much
I thought
easier.
we were stone shaping.
I'm all for that.
Also, Amy's gonna listen to William's heart to see if he was affected by whatever power the knife has.
What'd you say? Listen to William's heart?
Yeah, listen to my body, I think.
I mean, it's the same as always. Non-beating.
Yeah, all
Non-beating.
you hear just a...
Yeah. You hear like a wisping desert sound, like tumbleweed rolling by. But no, it doesn't seem to change from its unbeating form.
You hear the
Maybe-
faint noise of a whale down there.
Every few seconds you hear a bit of a static.
Yeah. TV static plays behind the heart.
Yeah, you hear that.
But you stone
You hear
shape
a
it, easily opening up the doorway for you guys to step through.
How big of a spell slot is that?
It's a cantrip, as far as I'm sure. Oh, no.
Is it?
It's not.
Oh.
It's
What
like
spell?
level 4.
It's a fourth level.
4th level. Roll a wild magic.
Wild magic.
Okay.
That'll be.
60. 60.
You gain your lowest level expended spell slot.
Nice. You regain the spell immediately.
Well, no, because I think she gets something. I think she gets a first level back.
What first
No,
level?
your
did you spend?
lowest level expended. That's the only one she's expended today. So
No,
she's got
because she casted guided bolt a lot.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
not-
First level spell slot. Then.
No, but she's only cast it at second or higher, hasn't she? No, she's done it for first level.
Yeah.
So
So first level spell slot is what you regain.
Yep. And
That's
so what
kinda
happens?
dumb, but what?
What happens to the stone?
It moves aside easily.
E.
Pretty much, it's made of stone and magical components, and just because they're magical doesn't mean that this stone itself is magical, so it easily opens up and lets you guys walk through.
Oh,
What you guys
Okay.
see as you
is
enter
that food?
is 2 trapdoors. One of
Oh.
them obviously scribbled with some magical symbols, and the other one just seeming a regular wooden trapdoor.
What does symbol say?
They're magical arcane symbols. They're not
Can I
language.
make a try? 'Cause,
Make
I
an
mean,
arcana check.
There you go. I'm the one that can though, cause I understand it.
the wizard can, and also I think BL has a
Screw-
plus.
I don't care about the stupid wizard.
BL would have been so useful here.
No, it
What is
wasn't.
No, because he has like a +7 to Arcana.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
No,
So what'd you get, Will?
I'm looking. 10.
10. Definitely magic runes. They have some...
Touch them.
They're probably somewhere along the lines of durability based. Probably not like evocation or anything. Just to
Well,
make
no, they
sure
have-
there's at least one that survives the test of time. And this doorway is waterlogged. Like, this trap door is waterlogged.
So nothing happens if I caress my fingers against the symbols.
Not particularly, no.
Alright. So Skins is gonna look at the trap door and just like feel around for a second and just like gently open up the trap door. Does any water rush out?
Which one?
The one
The
that is
The wooden one.
The wooden one?
Yeah, the
one
water
that's
log.
You
empty.
open it up, and there doesn't seem to be any water here, but you see what looks to be a rope ladder that is hanging into a darkness that you cannot see beyond. But Nim can, and you see a stone floor easily splayed out before you. And it's lit down there. There is light, and it seems to be brightly lit. And you do hear metallic screeching as creatures are moving along down there. Not super loud, just gentle, like, rusty movements. Same way someone moving, like, shoulder in their armor kind of thing. Like, shoulder roll.
I want to open the symbol door, the symbol trapdoor.
This one has a fully fledged staircase that heads into actual darkness that none of you can see through.
It's the spell darkness.
Yes.
So what's going there?
Skins is gonna go. Skins is gonna like.
We're going.
He's like. Okay, well I can't even see down that.
No one can. We're going.
Actually, let me check. Can he see through it?
Can you see through magical darkness?
I don't think you can.
I'm pretty sure
Well-
only William has the possibility, and he didn't choose that.
Well, see, me and Willow have these things called pseudo dragons.
Can they see through magical darkness?
If
Doubt
if
it.
the magical darkness doesn't get rid of blind sense,
They can tell if something's down there. They can't see properly. But yeah. You want to send your pseudo dragon down there, Sean?
no.
Okay
Does
then.
Yes.
Nimi do? Oh,
Yes.
Nimi wants to.
Nim does. Okay. Describe the look of your pseudo dragon, as this is the first time it's realistically crawled out of your cloak to greet the light of day.
Okay. Uh, purple scales, green eyes, pretty long tail. That's about it.
I want to ask, what do you think the general personality of this pseudo dragon is?
Angry.
Shy. What?
I said angry.
So your pseudo dragon's more shy and reserved.
Makes sense. Hasn't shown up too much.
So it like flaps its wings and makes itself fly, but it's like almost curled in a ball as it does so, flying down the hallway, using its dark sense just to pierce in a little bit. Peeks its hand, puts its hand in. It starts like portraying a very odd image back to you, Nim. It's not vision as you would know it. It's a psychic, like a telepathic rendition of what it is sensing, almost like a video game that has only white lines to try and make a weird perspective, like a weird artistic game or something. And you recognize that it flies in probably about 60 to 80 feet before it sees regular room again, a regular room. This room is entirely dark, which it can pierce through with its dark vision. And you can see the now dormant forms of probably a little bit under 500 robots as it starts to fly over, alongside the robots you just fought. Those are also inside, probably doing some maintenance of some sort, as where their hands look to be almost knife-like before, you can hear clacking and like metal against metal and banging, as they're probably just trying to make sure these robots stay in working order if they were ever called upon. Though there's some reason they're not called upon, you understand. It then
What'd you
flies
say?
back to you after revealing that.
Just kill them all.
What's the name of your pseudo dragon?
Opal.
Opal.
What'd you
Welcome
name
to the
your
team.
skins?
Beanie.
Beanie, yeah.
Beanie.
As Beanie peeked his head out before looking at Opal, Beanie will kind of get out of my sleeve, go up to Opal, and just kind of like just stare at it like curiously, as it's been a while since it's seen another of its kind. And
Opal
Beanie
is now hiding back in the cloak of.
It's probably
Yeah.
hidden, yeah.
all right.
Wait, wait,
It's
but-
like peeking its head out and looking back at Beanie, but as soon as Beanie starts to move towards it, it's going to burrow itself back into the outfit.
Beanie just looks confused as it's with his orange eyes and his red scales. Kind of just like tilts its head for a second and just like looks at skins and just goes back over to skins and goes back into his cloak.
You get the
So,
sense this is the first time she's been around people that she didn't already know, the dragon. This is probably, first off, the first time she's left the cloak in several days, as well as she's never met any of you or seen any of you. She's only ever seen other dark elves, which none of you are. So,
I'm a goblin.
I'm a half elf.
yeah. There's probably been several battles in which they've seen people like you fighting people like their actual owner. So,
Did Nemi relay this information to us to what she saw?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's not go down that way. Let's
I
go.
say we go that way. I say we go that way.
William, I do not want to die, and we just got the Archmage back. I don't want to have him killed. Also, by the way, what is your name? We never got your name.
who are you asking?
The Archmage, as Skins looks behind him.
Oh, yeah. I just thought you guys didn't really care. That's why I was worried you would leave me. My name's Luke.
Luke.
Yeah.
All right, let me check my notes. I don't know where I can put my notes at. It's fun. It doesn't matter. He's gonna be a one-time thing anyway. Ah.
Oh yeah, only Damien would ever have any reason to know that name.
Yep.
None of you, and that's only out of character even.
All right. So Luke, well, since we're not going down that way, let's go down here. Luke is a halfling, correct?
Yes,
Okay. So I'm assuming the halflings have dark vision, yeah?
they do. Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. I don't look at the halfling stat block too much.
He's a fairly young halfling. Obviously short, wearing the generic archmage's robes, mostly white and blue. Darkish hair, somewhat tanned skin, a little bit on the rounder side, but obviously more dexterous. Like he's obviously trained in dodging things, as most wizards do, but even a little bit more so than usual. Other than that, he's just a regular halfling.
All right. William, Nimmy, you want to go first down the ladder?
Sure.
Sure. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Sure. I'll go first.
Okay, I'll go second.
Cleric go first. Yeah.
No,
So
that's fine.
I will reorganize you guys down here, as this is where you're headed. I'm going to organize you in your order. So it is Nim, William, Skins, and then BL, or BL then Skins?
It was Robot, Skins, BL.
Robot is going to stay behind and keep guard up here, making sure no one flanks you.
Okay, so then it'll be Skins and BL. Only me and me change.
Skins, BL, then Archmage. Right.
Yep.
Yep. Do you have a map for this trip or not?
I do. I'm bringing it over. I should be over there.
Yeah, he has to bring our characters into an order and then put us in.
Nice. Okay.
This is the map you guys are all in. Do you guys want to be side by side at all, or do you want to...
How wide is the...
I'll be right next to Nimi.
Alright, you're going to be next to Nim. It's going to be BL. Archmage is going to stay behind. I'm assuming Skins, and they're going to be like that as well.
Well, how wide is the hallway? I don't know how wide the hallway is.
It's only 5 foot, or 10 foot wide.
Okay, I'll just
How can
stay
you not
behind.
see the... Can you not see it?
I can see it.
I can see it now. It didn't pop up before.
Alright. Well, this is the room, and as you guys enter, you notice that they immediately notice you. There's obviously either some magical something going on, or something else that is immediately drawing their attention. They know you're here, no matter what you're trying to do to hide it. They're obviously paying attention to you. There is 6 automatons, though they don't seem to be the powerful type you just fought. They seem to be much lesser automatons. They are all standing almost as like a parade or a king's hall. If you walked into a king's hall, you would expect to see guards on either side of the pathway to talk to the king. That's what these guys are doing. You see all of these robots standing in a line to form a pathway towards what looks to be Willow and also Aso, standing over what looks to be the corpse, or very closely looks to be the corpse, very soon to be corpse, of another robot figure slumping in a chair, torn to shreds. It has no legs. It's the same way as the other robot is. Bottom half torn asunder. No arms. It has half of its face broken and collapsed inwards. The only reason you think this isn't a corpse is because it has one of its eyes still glowing blue. One thing you notice, very strangely though, is this isn't either of the other models you've seen. You saw the Aeorian survivors, which is the group you just fought above stairs. They seem to be combat and very durable, comparatively, to some other creatures. These ones seem durable, but less combat-oriented. They seem to be more, like, honor-based, or not honor-based, but, like, for show. They're for show, more or less. They're obviously, like, not expecting an attack to come from here. If they got past every other defense, this is like, well, I guess the king will handle it, and maybe his right-hand man. But you see that Aso and Willow are both bowed in front of this man, or this broken machine, and Aso starts like touching the side of its face, similar to where his missing audio processor is, but slightly forward where the only working eye on this machine remains. He presses it hard, denting the metal, obviously like almost tearing into the skull of this other robot is what it really looks like. He's bending past the metal. He reaches in, pulls out a small device, looks like a chip of some kind, looks over to Willow, and the other robots seem to notice you. These two seem to be doing something practice. They're not. They know you're here, obviously. You know they know you're here. As one of them even looks back at you for a minute. Willow does. But they don't actually take any action towards you. Everyone seems to be just going about something normal. Willow takes the chip from Aso's hand and does the same to Aso, pushing into his skull with her finger, though her finger isn't as solid as Aso's, so it takes her several hard jabs. Now at one point she even gets a dagger out and starts to cut into Aso's head, lifting and prying until she can see a little disc card the same way he did with the other robot. Takes the chip out of Aso, and both of these robots seem to slump as soon as this happens. The first one you didn't really notice because he was already slumped and had no way to move anyway. But Aso, you visibly see as soon as she takes his chip out, collapse to one knee and start to stare toward the floor. Willow grabs both of the chips, casts a spell that Nim immediately knows to be mending, and forces it back into Aso's head. Aso then stands up slowly, and his eyes flicker like heavily, almost indicating he's about to shut off for a minute. But then one of his eyes glow blue like normal. The other eye glows a slightly separate tinge of green. It's an off blue more than anything. It's like a separate color of blue. It's like a greener blue. And you recognize that both Aso and this collapse machine are obviously of the same make and model. Otherwise, this chip wouldn't have worked. As well as you can see the close resemblance even in the destroyed form. Aso and Willow both then turn to regard you, as Willow finishes up the mending process, restoring Aso's head to the correct alignment. Aso and Willow look towards you. Aso speaks out, though not in his normal timbre. I, commander of the Aeorian army, ask why you have entered my domain, kindly, and hopefully without conflict. Then Aso speaks with his normal timbre. We are one, do not try and stop it. Alright? I know you guys are rash, but this is my decision. Even if it was a spell that made me do it originally. Willow, obviously shy, continues to step back towards the side of the...
Willow's finally shy in this one.
Yep, I'm making her what Connor told me she was, not what she was.
Okay. Skins is like gonna look at the robots. He's not really in combat form, but he is like kind of like standing on his tippy toes as if anything happens, we'll jump to action. He'll look around and look at the wizard, the archmage, Luke, and is like, I mean, this is your job. You want to explain?
Explain what? What do you want me to explain? They're your friends. I've already done my research. We don't have to try and take them back. It's all up to you what we do here. We can leave them to command whatever the Aeorian army is. I'm assuming it's what you found a second ago with your robot. Or, not robot. Suit dragon.
Alright. Okay.
You sure you want our friends?
Good. Skins is going to look over before William says anything. He's like, well, we're here for peace. At least we're hoping for peace. But I'm assuming since you just said you're the commander, I'm assuming you lead all these guys.
I did once, but it's been a long time since I've had a commandership here. These droids are all acting on protocol. I am one of the few types, along with your friend Aso, that could actually think. We were actually a pair of prototypes by his same master, believe it or not.
So I would assume you guys are kind of like brothers in a weird way?
We were similar. Sometimes we even traded positions. They could not tell us apart. We were the same thing. I was referenced as a hero of the people during the calamity, before the fall, of course. He was a simple research aide. Aso was. Though he seemed to also be trained for defense. As I can see now, his body is also built heavily for combat, same as my own.
Okay, well, Aso did say that this was his choice, and I don't want to get rid of that from. Well, we're here looking for Aso and Willow to bring back with us, but I'm assuming you can't really let go of Aso, considering that you're in his body now.
Well, to let go of Aso, we would both have to die. That mending process has forever damaged the socket in which this chip was placed. I assume any machine that absorbed this much information at once would collapse, except for our prototype bodies, of course. I knew Aso was the only one that could withstand the procedure, and that is why I needed him to be the new commander, or at least his body to be the new commander. Me and Aso will now coexist and co-lead the army and reclaim Aeor for its previous glory, hopefully, one day. We just have to learn how to cast all the spells that we once did.
Well, that was another question I was going to ask. If you knew if there was any way to free these people that have seemed to be stuck in ice for who knows how long.
That was a foolish, but also rather well planned, at the same time, safety measure. When the city fell, people could throw this on themselves or each other and ensure that they would live, or even their entire buildings would live. It would freeze them in time and keep the entire place intact. It was a smart move. They just didn't expect everyone to forget the technology. All it takes is a simple dagger and a simple shell. And we have 2 of those stored at the moment.
I like touched my pocket for a minute.
Yeah,
Skins.
you reach into the bag.
Yeah,
Skins-
I grabbed my little purse and I'm just like,
And once we free one of the archmages, we can free the rest of the citizens. And then we
Skins-
can make the city fly once more.
Skins is going to look at William as he mentions the dagger that he saw earlier. Okay.
don't say. I kind of like talking. I can I just kind of whisper to everybody like, don't say a single thing about it.
All right. Well, if you're
About what?
Nothing.
okay.
Nothing.
All right. Well, if you have 2 daggers stored, I'm glad that you can probably free these people. I'm assuming a lot of them are nice people. Hopefully.
The
Maybe.
citizens of Aeor. It's about as good as you can get. Especially magical wise.
Well, I've only been alive for 20 years. I don't really have the time to learn all this stuff. But I know that people frozen in ice is a pretty bad thing, especially since they're your people, so it's probably even worse for you.
Well, I haven't been able to look upon them. I've been sitting in this chair, nearly dead for the better part of 900 years.
That's true.
I have plenty of time to think about what I will do when I get out.
Oh, wait, probably should mention before you guys cast any spells, if you do manage to get like an Archmage, the place that Aeor fell in, and I'm assuming you probably know by now, it's not very stable for magic.
That is easily fixed. Simply, that is part of the magical wiring that made the city teleportation so easy. When it broke, it made it not so easy. I know what that is. My machines have ran into it, and several of our magic casters were destroyed due to that lack of forethought and understanding.
Okay, I see. Okay, well, I can't really take you away from Aso and Aso's choice to be here, but we would like to have Willow back if you would allow us to.
He looks over to Willow and just says, "Willow, would you like to leave?" Willow, looks around a little bit nervously and just goes, no, I think I'm okay here. That'll be fine.
Then Skin's kind of just thinks for a second. It's like,
He's under the dominant thing. We know that.
I know this. Okay, I know this is probably.
It's the spell talking.
You know
As
that
far
for
as you
sure?
know, both of them are still under domination.
Yeah,
Both
we know.
Aso
We,
and
we know
William.
what's going on here.
As far as you know.
Okay.
I also want Skins, since both Skins and Williams are... Actually, I want all three of you. Make a... I would say... Insight or Arcana. On Aso.
I'll make insight.
I'll probably also do
18.
insight. Did you add your insight?
No. My phone's dead right now. Hold on.
Oh, looking. Don't worry.
I'm gonna get a charger.
23.
You guys are good enough to know this. That if it is a domination spell, talking, that's likely what is suppressing Aso. Like,
She got 25.
yeah, it's good enough either way.
Yeah,
were you
I'm
23 on
involved.
Insight or 23 on Arcana, Sean? Or, yeah.
I did 23 insight and 23, and she has 25 insight as well.
What about you, William?
I'm loading it real
Are
quick.
you doing Insight or Arcana?
I'm probably insight, but let me look.
Okay, well, if you're all doing Insight, I'm just going to explain.
Yeah, Damien, try Arcana.
Try Arcana. Oh, it's the same thing no matter what. So yeah, I'll just do Arcana.
Okay.
Okay.
If
William
I
probably
can,
will understand it. Hopefully.
How much time we got left?
7
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, we're good.
2 + 2. 7.
7. Arcana, you don't get nothing, but Insight, you guys understand that Aso, the way he talked about himself and his, biology, is more or less that he is the dominant form in his body always. That each chip is meant for a single body. Taken and put into another body is functional and fine, as long as no other chip has been in that body before. So if Aso did want to control the body, he could force down and even probably destroy this commander if he wanted to. Because he is dominant in his own body, and his chip is not made for it. It might take a toll on Aso, but over time he could pretty consistently and almost guaranteed take down and destroy the other personality in his body if he wanted to.
Okay, so we were safely assuming that Aetho isn't under the spell, but what
Well,
about
no,
Willow?
that's not what I mean. I mean that he can destroy the commander if he wanted to. What I'm saying is, as far as you know, they're both under domination, therefore Aso wouldn't want to yet.
Oh, they're both under domination.
That's as far as you know.
Okay.
Because last time, when the wizard talked about it, he said both of
check
them were under
character.
domination. The only reason he wasn't was because he cast Intellect Fortress.
Okay, I'm back.
What did you say, Will? Or Nimi?
Can I use Cure Curse?
You want to do Remove
don't-
Curse? Yeah, I think that's
Not
a
a
touch
curse.
spell.
Yeah, that's a touch.
And it's also, I mean,
I
you
don't
can
think-
use it, but it might not be a curse.
This is
Yeah, I
a
don't-
curse. Dominate, we're gonna need Greater Restoration, which I don't think we have.
Or Dispel.
This spell. I don't think either of us have this spell magic either.
Depends on if Willow chose it.
Did you choose it, Willow?
Hmm?
Did you take the spell curse?
Or Dispel Magic.
The spell magic?
No.
Then no, none of you have it.
No, then we can't do it then.
The only way you know is to punch the caster, which you don't know who the caster is.
Should be Willow.
Why would she dominate
Yeah,
herself?
why would... I want to dominate myself!
That can work, right?
No.
Yeah.
Actually,
if you cast them.
technically, a way a lot of people power game is by charming their barbarians, so their barbarians can't be charmed. But, I mean, technically it would work. I just don't see why you would do it.
Okay, well, I don't think I have any ideas if they want to stay. Guess we really can't do anything.
Or we can put them unconscious and then they'll wake up probably undominated.
I don't think they'd want to be willingly beat to a pulp, William.
We don't. They probably don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they probably don't want to be dominated anymore. As much as I don't like these two, I don't want them to be under a spell for a long time, and we don't know who's doing this to them.
That's true.
And I don't want to leave them like this. Even if
Skins is gonna turn around and look at the wizard. Don't you have like a thing that could detect magic?
Yes, I do have Detect Magic. That is an easy spell. The problem is they are technically arcane devices in themselves. So I would detect
So-
magic on them, yes. But
Could
I don't think I would be able to discern which is which, a spell or a person.
So
Yes.
you can't tell like enchantment spells from a different spell.
I can, but the problem, actually, that's fair, I can. The problem is I don't know necessarily if I could differentiate between them. Because if you look at a Warforged, I have very little experience with this, but I've read about it. As far as I understand, they are enchanted with all of the types. Because they can be wizards, if they study, or even are just downloaded the knowledge. They can be sword fighters, they can be anything. They are, especially the more, like, dependable type, durable and meant to be able to be anything at a whim. So if I
Okay.
look upon him, I could find enchantment, and it could just be him.
Well, necessarily, I'm not looking for Asa. I'm looking at Willow. She's not a Warforged.
If they'll let me approach.
I'll ask. Skins will look at the commander slash Aso slash Willow, whatever the fuck.
Commander Aso.
Well, we want to do at least one thing before we decide to leave. And if you're okay with it, asking permission, of course. But can my wizard friend here cast a simple detect magic spell?
The commander looks at you pensively. He just goes, I will only let him step forward if you offer gifts. You only approach a king if you offer gifts or are important. And to me, none of you are important.
I have a chair.
I don't
I
think
also
a
have a
chair
chair.
is what I'm asking for.
But what about 2 chairs?
I think there's plenty of chairs to be made. by
And
our
the
own
holy
hands.
symbol.
I have a holy symbol. He looks to Willow.
But what about another one for yourself?
I am not divinely inspired. Or at least I do not. I actually definitely do not wish to be.
How about fungus?
You do? Okay. I want William to make an inside check real quick. Because when you, I want it's specifically what you said. What about a holy symbol for yourself?
God, I got 12.
12. This is very simple, and he isn't even trying to hide it. When you ask him if he wanted a holy symbol for himself, he almost was disgusted. And BL will quickly inform you by like slugging you in the shoulder, just going, dude, they hate divinity. That's like the whole point of their age. Age of Arcanum, hubris, all that, they hate divinity. Do not talk about divinity. It's a sore spot for everyone.
What
you
about
like-
this cross?
What'd you say?
So what about this cross that
Got
I
20
have?
seconds left.
Okay, reset. You're so
William,
weird. What about this
Damien-
I have the
clause?
scroll.
Damien, you probably need to give the dagger.
I think it's funny.
I don't actually ask about a cross.
Yeah.
I asked about the
Damn.
I asked about the
Or
candy
William.
oranges that I made.
Ask the Age of Arcanum wizard.
Yeah, do you want some caramel oranges that I
if he
created
wanted a
myself?
holy symbol. They hate
Don't worry, it's good still.
You say you want some candy oranges? That was created months ago.
Boop, boop,
Well, you
boop, boop.
can.
And you
you
hold
just
it
don't
up, and
need
he
to.
just looks at it and just goes, even if I did want those,
It means you don't. Like,
because they're like
listen.
rotting,
All right. What
uh,
about
I can't eat.
some Gucci clothing?
No, I really can't. I can't.
What I'm
taste
wearing
things.
right now. This won't.
I don't know what Gucci is. I also have no need for that. I need clothing that will not restrict my movement in any way.
Anyone else got an idea?
It doesn't look very comfortable. It's also fitted for you, not for me.
What?
I have notes and scrolls on Genesis.